Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. Today's video is a kind of a highly requested video. Picture Talk recently released the new shade. She's blushing alongside with 3 other shades that he released as singles. He also released a major volume plumping gloss that I'm going to try on for you guys as well and give you guys some of my thoughts. If you are interested in today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. I would really appreciate that. Without further ado, let's jump right in. I have a video on this blush palette. I'm going to link it down below for you guys if you are looking for some swatches on the face. Of course, I will swatch everything on my hand so you guys can have an idea of all the colorways and all the colors that I personally do have. I have She's Blushing that just recently released, and I also have Do We Know Her. I have another video on this blush that I use in one of the videos. I'm going to link you guys down in the description. They also sent me the shade She's That Girl, which is a really pretty true pink. I do really enjoy this color as well. So I have a total of 6 shades, and they did recently send me this one to try, and I really love this formula. It's pretty on par with what he has released for the holiday palette. I do feel like it's a little bit more pigmented than Do We Know Her and She's That Girl. He also released these 3 shades individually. If you are interested in picking any of the shades up, I think maybe the closest thing you guys might be wondering is the shade She's Baked. She's Blushing. I'm going to do She's Blushing first on this side of my face. Patrick suggested you to use it is you go in with the powder first and you go in with the cream. The powder is quite pigmented. I'm like dabbing off at the back of my hand just so I have more control. And I'm going to lightly stamp it on my cheeks, and I do feel like one tab the pigmentation is definitely there already, so make sure you go in with like a light dab. Don't like go 1, 2, 3. That will be a lot of pigment right away. So this is the shade She's Blushing with only the powder. I'm gonna build on it just ever so slightly. I would definitely describe this shade as like a toasty peach shade. And I'm going to swatch it against Do We Know Her, which is like a brighter pinky peach. As you guys can see at the back of my hand, this is Do We Know Her, the powder. This is She's Blushing, which is truly like a perfect summer toasty peach color. If you want that sunburnt type of a blush, I think this is just perfect for summer. So I'm really happy that he released another beautiful shade. So yeah, now I am gonna go into some of the cream. I'm going to use a brush as well. This is the BH, just some brush from BH. It's like a angle brush. I'm going to apply the cream on top. And I will say the cream is pretty pigmented, and it definitely has a little more depth than the powder. So if you just judging by the swatch, this is the powder, this is the cream. I do feel like the cream is a little deeper and a lot more, it definitely gives you that punch. And I don't know if you guys can tell, it definitely gives you a little bit of that glow as well, which is why I love the cream so much. It definitely gives you a glow. And I would say the powder on its own definitely has a little bit of the shimmer particles as well. If you're expecting the powder part to be a truly matte type of a blush, I definitely feel like there is definitely shimmer particles in the blush. I'm not so sure if you guys can tell just by looking at it, but on my face I can definitely see it. Okay you guys, so this is the side with She's Blushing, the cream and the powder. I will say just by looking at it, you wouldn't think there's a lot more pinkiness, peachiness to it. You will probably think it looks kind of like a brownie type of a shade, or like how he described it as a beige. But on my skin tone, I definitely feel like the peachiness definitely shines through. There's a lot more pink than you would think, just judging what it looks like on the pen. So just keep that in mind. If you think this is just like a brownie type of a color, it's actually a lot more peachy than you would expect. I'm going to swatch She's Baked on this side of my face so you guys can have a little comparison. So I'm going in with a L23 brush from L'Oreal Los Angeles. Tap off the excess. And go in. So you guys can kind of see like a little bit of a difference. The tone is definitely a little different. This is She's Baked on its own. And this is She's Blushing. She's Blushing just has a lot more peach, a lot more pink than this has. I feel like this has a lot more like that brownie kind of a terracotta undertone to it. And now I'm going to dip into the cream just ever so slightly and tap off the excess and go. Alright, so just in case if you are wondering which one to get, I do feel like this side is a lot more like brownie type of a color. It really depends on the type of vibe you're looking for and also your skin tone as well. If you do have a fair light, neutral, leaning, warm undertone, this is what it looks like on my skin tone. Let me just add a little bit of the cream to the side of my temple as well. Looks better. And yeah, I might tone this down a little bit and apply more She's Baked. So far, this is what She's Baked look like with the cream and powder together. Okay you guys, so that is it for the little comparison. I hope you guys enjoyed the blush try on portion of this video. Now we can move on to the major volume plumping gloss. I only got one shade that they sent me, which is Pouty. Pouty is basically like a transparent type of a gloss. You guys will see the swatch at the back of my hand. And the component is looking like this. What I really do enjoy is actually the doe foot applicator. It's pretty wide and thick. When you are applying the gloss, it really just hugs the lips really well, and it doesn't really have the crazy tingles sensation. Let me go ahead and apply it. It does have like that gel-like texture. And it smells like lemon or cinnamon pie. That's pretty much the gloss. It definitely has that high shine finish. So it basically, it has a little bit of a shimmer, but you don't really feel it on the lips. That is Pouty on my lips. I'm going to apply She's Blushing, the cream on the lips, so it kind of balances out the whole look. I'm just gonna use like a flat concealer brush. The gloss really is not that sticky. It's not one of those like thick, sticky type of a gloss. It has a little bit of a plumping sensation, but not to the point where you'll be like, oh my god, it hurts my lips. It's very on par with the Buxom Plumping lip gloss. If any of you guys have tried that formula, I love that formula as well. It's very similar, but in a way I feel like Patrick's formula is a little bit more plush and cushiony, a little more like gel-like than the Buxom one. I do feel like sometimes the Buxom has a little more of that shimmer particles and you actually can feel it on your lips. So that's my only gripe with that formula. I still love it though, but you know, if you don't want to feel any shimmer particles on your lips, this is definitely the way to go. And it still provides you that shine, and it's just a pretty gloss. I really do enjoyed it. As far as the blushes go, you guys already know I'm obsessed with the blush. I'm really glad that he released the shade She's Blushing. It really doesn't look like much, and you really would think that it's kind of like She's Baked, but on the cheeks is a lot more peachy and a lot more vibrant than what it looks like. It probably looks a little underwhelming to you, but on the cheek is definitely where it comes alive. You guys know I love my blush palette. I use it constantly on my reels and stuff. So yeah, really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and find this video helpful. If you made it to the end of the video, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.